All right, and we're back. So we're back. Listen, I said to myself the last time I made the last video, you know what I mean, that I was gonna be super consistent with this. But yo, y'all have no idea how hard it is to make a quality YouTube video. You know what I mean? No AI, like actually putting some effort in there. You know what I mean? Like really putting them blood, sweat, and tears in there. You know what I mean? And the way that I make my videos, I don't do it for. I'm not looking to get popular or money, you know what I mean? Like that's really not my main focus. I just do it just to document myself. I really do it for the love of the game. YouTube is definitely a grind. You know what I mean? YouTube is definitely a grind. It's a slow grind too, you know what I mean? It's not one of those grinds where you can expect, you know, an overnight success, which you really can't in anything, which we talked about in the last video. But YouTube is definitely one of those. Like it's one of those things where like you have to trust the process. You just have to stay consistent and just believe in it. You know what I mean? I want to talk about how do I put it? I think I want to talk about how much of an impact that music has had on my life. You know what I mean? If you follow me on Instagram, you would notice that I post a lot of music related stuff, you know? I'm always posting what song I'm listening to, even though nobody cares, even though no one's gonna listen to them, no one's gonna check it out, you know what I mean? But I'm always posting what song I'm currently listening to, what the vibes are tonight, what the vibes are that day. You know what I mean? Like I'm always vibing. You know what I mean? I love music. I really do. And it's funny because I didn't get put on to music until like really listening to music until I want to say third grade. Around that time frame, the radio was like a big thing. Like it was on alarm clocks and all that, what have you. But anyway, so yeah, I was listening to 101.5 Light FM, you know, and that exposed me to like genres like pop, like 90s pop, Madonna, you know, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, you know what I mean? Like that was music I was exposed to prior to third grade. As a kid, if you're listening to that all the time and music is so big, you want to sing along to it, you know? I found myself singing along to a bunch of songs. Michael Jackson was someone that was really prominent back then. I mean, he's prominent even now today. Drake was a big thing during that time frame, even still is, you know. But Drake was a big thing. I was exposed to him thanks to my cousin, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj. That little trifecta was like a big, big thing. Then came my current favorite artist, which I have no shame of admitting, Trey Songz. R&B artists like Chris Brown and fucking August Alsina, you know, just those guys, like they were just having a run. Then Fetty Wap came around. My whole point is that I was exposed to so many different artists and it just had such a huge impact on what I listen to even today, how I move, and even how I dress. I think music really does have quite the impact on people's lives. One example I could think of is artists like NBA Youngboy, if you guys are familiar with him. His following is insane, you know what I mean? His fans, they really mimic him, and he has a lot of fans, you know? Other artists like Playboi Carti, who I take after, you know what I mean? Like, his whole style back when he was, you know, dressing in Rick Owens and, you know, that sort of attire, that little vamp era of his during the Whole Lotta Red, you know, campaign, man, it inspired me to dress that way, you know what I mean? And I can confidently say that it inspired a lot of people to dress like him because he had this like cool, mysterious aura to him, you know what I mean? Him posting those outfit pics and, you know, that delay prior to Whole Lotta Red's release, it was insane, you know what I mean? Like, it was insane, it was influential. I found myself wearing a bunch of different Rick Owens outfits and, you know, that sort of thing and just kind of falling in love with the brand genuinely, you know what I mean? Not even just because Playboi Carti had it on, but because I actually like the way I look in it, you know what I mean? I tried it on and I was like, yo, I actually like how this brand looks on me. It, you know, it just fits my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just fits my body. Like, it fits my body type. I tried it on. I looked at myself in the mirror when I was at the store and I was like, yo, I like this. Let me go ahead and shop at the brand. And it was up from there. But I can confidently say that it started from Playboi Carti's influence. But anyway, That's just one example. I really think that music has quite the influence on, on me and other people. You know what I mean? Like even the music that I listen to today and the actions that I take, you know what I mean? The way I interact with people, the way I interact with women specifically, you know what I mean? Like I said, my favorite artist is Trey Songz. You know what I mean? So like, and it shows. It shows. Music is just so influential that I think that that's one of those questions that you might want to ask when you're on a first date with someone. You know, like what kind of music do you listen to? Because that'll tell you a lot about the person. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't really have much to talk about in this video. I just came out here to turn the camera on, get the mic in my hands, reassure to you guys that I'm gonna be consistent with this. You know what I mean? What's to come? A better setup. You guys won't believe what kind of setup I have going on right here. Like it's like a whole thing. It's like an end table on top of a box, a shipping box. And then on top of the box is a laundry hamper. And then behind the phone, because I record off my phone, behind the phone are 2 books to keep the phone standing upright. But anyway, appreciate y'all for stopping by. Again, I'm testing a new setup here. I'm gonna try to make the videos out here in my living room because in the bedroom, the lighting is just so bad. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys looked at I don't know if enough of you checked out the last video, but the lighting is so bad. And I'm afraid that it's doing the same thing here because I'm using natural light. I'm not using a light setup or anything like that. So half of my face is bright and the other half is dark because I'm relying on the sun's light. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I will be investing in lighting and all that, but in due time. Anyway, if you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you. God loves you. I love you. Have a good one.